Hello everyone and welcome to Epcot. We're here to enjoy a little bit more of the Flower and Garden Festival. There's been a couple of park updates and I just wanted to come ride some rides. We got here early. We actually rope dropped the park today. It's just always kind of nice in Epcot because it gives you a lot of wide open space to enjoy the park. Yeah, so come along with us today and let's enjoy a little bit more Flower and Garden here at Epcot. First big update here, which Epcot has been desperately needing, is the removal of this wall just to the right of Spaceship Earth. Kind of opens up this pathway here, so let's take a little walk and see where it leads us. All right, so we get up to the top of the first section here, and it does force you to go right. So I'm wondering if this is just going to come out kind of on the opposite side of where we used to go, right over by Nemo. It looks like that's what it is. So not really a shortcut. I don't know what the purpose of opening this up was. I guess just to give guests another area to flow into, kind of break up the traffic a little bit. But while we're over here and we have a little bit of time before the festival booths open, why don't we jump on Nemo?
Let's go explore, explore, explore. Let's go explore the big blue world.
Mr. Ray, we can't explore without Nemo.
Nemo! Where are you, Nemo?
Who's Nemo?
He's my son. You know that.
I do.
We went on a huge adventure together. Why didn't you throw a boy for a little bite? Oh, what I'd give for a little bite. Little clownfish.
Look, Mr. Ray, here comes Nemo.
Oh, there you are, Nemo.
Yay, Nemo!
Big
blue world,
Of course, the best part of the Seas with Nemo and Friends is the aquarium after the ride. I love it in here, and I love checking up on all the animals, especially the manatees. So we're gonna take a look at the manatees, a couple other fish. This is actually, when it was built, it was the largest aquarium in the United States. It's second now, next to the Georgia Aquarium, but it's still beautiful. I love it in here, and it's a good way to like get out of the heat and relax too. So yeah, let's check out a little of the aquatic life here in the aquarium. I walked into the land pavilion to get on Living with the Land, and actually the Land and Soarin' are both down in there, so that pavilion's having a little bit of a rough time right now. But right next to it is the Butterfly Garden, so let's go walk through the Butterfly Garden again. time we came to the Butterfly Garden, it was for the opening day of Flower and Garden And there are a few butterflies in here now, but this place is full up with butterflies. There's a lot of butterflies in here. It's really cool. And like, I would love to have a greenhouse or a garden like this. And I'm actually taking notes of some of the plants that they have in here. Maybe I'll plant some of these in my backyard and get some butterflies and bees going in my backyard. I really do love that butterfly garden. It's such a like nice kind of peaceful thing to enjoy for a few minutes, and it's really pretty in there. And yeah, it's kind of inspired me to start planting a little bit more in the backyard. We've got some like vegetables that I planted recently that are starting to sprout. So maybe some flowers to go along with it would be nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna make our way around to the creation shop now, see if there's any new merchandise over there, and then we'll start working our way through the through the flower and garden booths. In the creation shop here, it looks like they've got like a new like sling style backpack and a matching like full backpack with just a little like classic kind of Mickey on there. I really like the color on that one. This shirt looks new here too, this kind of tie-dye Donald Duck shirt. Donald Duck getting a little love there. So the orange bird loungefly that was so popular on opening day, they couldn't keep it on the shelves, is very available now here at the Creations shop. They're all over the place. They were probably the hit of the day on opening day. These things could not stay stocked. So they have the egg hunt going on right now, and these are the prizes for the egg hunt. They're just like some kind of plastic eggs with like different characters on them. So I guess you find the eggs, get your choice of prize here. Those are kind of cute though. I like the Cheshire Cat one, I think the best. That would be the one I would get. I don't think I saw this last time either. It's just like Tupperware. It's like actually like legitimate Tupperware. And they've got them in a few different sizes. It says International Flower and Garden Festival 2023 on there, Orange Bird, that same kind of retro design. So they've got kind of like a smallish, I mean it's not small, it's probably 4 inches tall or something like that. And then they've got like a medium size down here, and then they got the big one also. So kind of cool, you get a whole set. This new Dooney and Burke Ariel line just came out as well. So we've got the bag here. It's a little bit on the smaller size. I'm sure there's a name for it, but not being a purse carrier, couldn't tell you. And they also have the matching wallet as well, which is nice. I really like the print on that one. Kind of the watercolors. They look good together. I think this Snow White kind of floral stuff is new too. So they've got like a little, it's like a soft material bag here, or like, you know, shoulder bag, small wallet. That's $60. There's this bigger tote, which has got like a big floral all over print with like some of the dwarves. I see, actually this has a bunch of characters on it. So I see Peter Pan, Alice, the Mad Hatter, Dopey, Snow White, the Lost Boys right there. There's a bunch of characters on that one. That one's really nice. It's Vera Bradley for $140. There's this matching blanket here too, which is kind of that all over print, a little less saturated than like the bag down there. $75 for the blanket. There's a matching backpack also, which is nice. That one's $150. They really go all out. There's like a beach bag down here too, that's got the same kind of print on it. That one's like a heavier kind of nylon material. That one is $85. There's a tumbler here for $25 with that print on there. So they're really going all out with this print for Vera Bradley. It looks like maybe the next set for the stuffies or the plushes is out. It's the 3 Little Pigs from the Decades collection. So last time we saw it was Mickey and Minnie. They're black and white, kind of classic style, and got the 3 Little Pigs here. First up today for Flower and Garden, we went to the Farmer's Feast and got the bison ribeye. It's a ribeye with a creamy leek fondue, red wine, butter, and a like creamed goat cheese. And I remember this being like one of my favorites from last year's festival. So super excited to give it a try this year. Let's dig in here. first thing you would get is those creamy leeks. Really, really good. They like coat your mouth. They're so rich and wonderful. And then you kind of get that meatiness and the saltiness of the ribeye. That's really, really good. It kind of finishes with that like goat cheese a little bit. Yeah, super, super good. And I love that you can stand out there and watch them grill the meat and everything, so you get the all the fragrant smoke and everything when you walk by. It's a really good booth, and that's actually the booth that changes their menu a couple times during the festival, so we'll definitely be back there and check out a couple more of the offerings from that booth. Another booth we didn't try last time was the Florida Fresh booth, and from there I got the blackened fish slider and a watermelon cucumber slushie. I'm gonna try the slushie first because it is it's melting all over the place, and they have one with alcohol and one without. This is the one without alcohol, and that's really good. It's really sweet, a lot sweeter than I was thinking it might be. The cucumber's there. It's pretty mild though. It's definitely watermelon forward on that slushie, but it's really good. Now we'll see if we can give this blackened fish slider a try here. That is delicious. That fish is so flaky, seasoned very well with that blackened seasoning. It's got like a roasted tomato on there, some of that like spicy kind of Cajun remoulade sauce on that bun. Everything there is fantastic. I really, really enjoy that fish sandwich. And there goes Pluto walking by as I'm enjoying my lunch here. Well, after a couple of good dishes, I think it's time for one of my favorite rides, the Grand Fiesta Tour in the Mexico Pavilion. Let's go get on. Our stop off in Mexico was a nice little break. I always love riding the Grand Fiesta Tour, and then Mariachi Cobra is amazing. I sat there and watched their whole set. I love the sound of that music, and all the guys are just so good. So yeah, it was a nice little break there. We're gonna keep making our way around World Showcase, see what else we can find, and keep enjoying the weather. Now, I'm not doing the egg hunt, but just in case anybody is, I was over here in Germany and I noticed that the rabbit egg is up here. So if you're looking for rabbit, there it is. From the Tangerine Cafe, I got the lamb kefta, which is a grilled lamb kebab with a garlic aioli on top of it, and it comes with a carrot and chickpea salad. We'll get into the lamb first. Get him a little of that salad too. Very good. The spices are really good. It's got a little bit of heat to it, but not too much. That carrot and chickpea salad adds a little bit of sweetness. It's got the golden raisins in it, and kind of helps contrast with the flavor and texture of that kebab. Really, really solid dish here too. Then to wash it all down, I got a tangerine cider, which is amazingly refreshing. A solid dish here too. I think the ribeye is probably still on top of my list, but this is really good. While it isn't part of the Flower and Garden Festival, I had to go into France, into the little ice cream shop there and get myself some ice cream. They have a cinnamon, caramelized apple, and crumble crunch ice cream. And it sounded too good to pass up. And I've never been there before, so I figured I'd go there and get a little ice cream and give it a shot. Yeah, that's really good. Excellent. And they're all homemade flavors. They change from time to time, but that's really good. Looks like Living with the Land is back up, so before we leave, let's go get on Living with the Land. If I can get in there. It's busy right now.
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from the tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually.
No, they're not. You know what ours grow in them around the neighborhood? Birds. They just grow right out.
As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve at restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests. While there are more than 50,000 edible plants with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies.
Well, I think that is going to do it for us here today from Epcot. Thank you so much for coming along. We had a great day enjoying a little bit more of the offerings here for the Flower and Garden Festival. We had some new stuff, some old favorites, and there's still a lot more that we haven't tried yet. So we'll be back again and again and again until we exhaust it or it changes into food and wine. So thanks again for coming. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm Travis, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.